Alright, Bonehawks, so this video is all about two different things. We got one, I wanted to share a little theory that my brain crafted about Scorpion here in Mortal Kombat 1, and I also wanted to keep you in the loop on what we know about Fatal Blows so far, because I know that that was a gameplay mechanic that people weren't super stoked came back. So I wanted to share some good things, some bad things, and yeah, but first, let's get to my theory.
Accept your death.
So I want to preface this by saying I have no inside information, so I'm basing this purely on my own speculation. We see in this trailer, and we've known so far, that Scorpion is part of the Lin Kuei. And we know also, that's been confirmed by Ed Boon, that Sub-Zero is Bi-Han. So those are those two things. My theory, again, I'm sure I'm not the only one to think this, so I'm not saying I'm original in any sense of the way, but I think that Scorpion is actually Kuai Liang, the younger Sub-Zero. I think that Hanzo Hasashi is somewhere else in the story and completely. Maybe we run into him as an NPC or something, or maybe he has a completely different timeline. I think maybe Liu Kang recaptured this and said, you know, Hanzo, you've been through a lot in this timeline. Let's just make you a nice little peaceful family man. You know, hanging out with your kids, Jubei, if they continue to go down that route, which I'd be surprised. But yeah, that's just my fun little theory about Scorpion, our boy Scorpion here. But yeah, next I want to talk and just keep you. This is more to kind of keep you informed if you haven't been able to keep up with all the news and stuff. And if you're new here and you're kind of looking for something like that, consider subscribing, because yeah, we're gonna keep you up on everything you need to know on everything Mortal Kombat 1. So, Fatal Blows. They're back. Personally, I didn't hate them, but I wasn't a huge fan of them. It was nice to have some sort of a comeback factor, but I felt it was a little bit too easy. What I was really hoping isn't coming back, which unfortunately it is coming back, is the fact that you can just use it, whiff it completely, and just wait for it to come back. You know, once it hits, then it's gone, but like if you miss, it keeps coming back. And that was my one change that I hoped they had made with it, was that, you know, you use it once and it's gone. So you have to be really smart about using it. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be tied to resources at all. So the one change they made that I really do agree with is there is a bit of a startup cinematic, similar to how Supers worked in Injustice 2. How you had that little like kind of thing, and then they went forward and did the move. So that will make it a little bit harder to kind of random somebody out with it. You know, they're kind of moving in a neutral. How many times you played that in Mortal Kombat 11, and someone just bam, fatal blow, and well, okay, well, there's the game. That was fun, sweet. GG, shake my hand. You know, you know what I'm saying? That kind of a thing. One thing that I do like that they made about Fatal Blows is that you can use your combo breaker on them. And that's fantastic. So I'm assuming it's not going to be after the animation starts up. I feel like that would just create too many problems visually. So I think that once you get hit by the fatal blow after the initial like blah animation, you know, then you can use your breaker and stop it. Now, caveat to that, breakers are hella expensive. Breakers take all three of your bars. Bars so far seem to be used to enhance your special moves and extend your combos, and you also need your cameo available to do it. So that is a bit of a caveat to that. Like, yes, it's sweet that you can now break fatal blows. Combo breakers are expensive though, so whether you would want to save your breaker for a fatal blow, but that means giving up enhanced moves, which is probably hurt your gameplay. Yeah, I think that it's not a perfect system. I see problems with it from a gameplay aspect for sure. Whether it's because there's also a strategy where maybe you just use your fatal blow, costing you absolutely no resources, just to get your opponent to break, and now they have no resources. Like, I guess maybe they would have their fatal blow, but like you could play it like that, where like, I know that you have some crazy cameos or whatnot, so I'm just gonna throw my fatal blow out to force you to break, because I see that your breaker's available, and now you have no resources, and I'm still at full resources, so now I can really kick your ass. So I do see some issues with that as far as, like, you know, high level gameplay and the actual meta around it goes. So I don't know, it has yet to be seen. You know, I would imagine although this hasn't been confirmed, I would imagine that if a fatal blow is broken, it still counts as the fatal blow being used. I would be absolutely flabbergasted. Like if you broke the fatal blow and then the fatal blow was able to come back. That would be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I really don't think they would do that. However, that hasn't been confirmed as far as I've seen. All the gameplay that I've went through, Ketchup and Mustard had some really good points. Did a fantastic job breaking down their gameplay experience. So I'll link their video down below if you've probably seen it already. But and I don't know if I mentioned it, but again, the fatal blow threshold appears to be the same. Under 30% health, and you get your fatal blow. So that hasn't changed. And I believe at this point, that's all that we know about the fatal blow coming back. So thanks for watching this. I know the two topics I chose to go over today were a little random. I've seen some creators take one topic and make like a 30-minute video out of it when really it could have just been like a 3-minute talking point. So I really try not to do that, but I just like to get the information out to you, and you know, you got stuff to do, you know, you want to get digestible stuff. So if you enjoy that kind of content, then yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe, leave a like, because it really helps us find new viewers out there in the interwebs. As always, hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.
Accept your death.